We made it to the desert, learned about pottery and had a traditional Berber evening around a campfire. So we're just driving down to the desert today for an amazing day of touring and hopefully some fun in the dunes. And we've just seen so many camels in the distance as we're coming down, so it's really exciting. Driving south of Zagora on some pretty sandy roads, we entered the village of Tamegroute. We headed for Tamegroute travel, where we were due to meet the wonderful Tarik, who we had contacted. He provided motorhome parking and a wonderful tour of the village. The tour was taken by Ibrahim, who had really good English, and we walked through the maze of the streets. Really glad we had him by our side. It was an amazing venture, learning all about the history. He even welcomed us into his house, proud to show us and to meet his family. This was his wife preparing couscous at the time, because it was the holy day, a Friday. This was his main living quarters. He was very glad to show off his TV he had, and we met his son as well, who was helping prepare the dinner. Really wonderful family. We then walked around the square, visited the library, which had 4,000 books, but I wasn't allowed to film inside. And then out to the pottery studios. There's 7 families in this village that make pottery, and it's renowned for its colour. And it was wonderful to see them at work and for them to demonstrate exactly how they do it. This is a guy on a potter's wheel, and it was amazing to see the skills they had. Outside, they were then glazed, ready for the ovens, and once popped in the ovens, which were just here, all sealed up, you could see the smoke coming out the top. That then gave the traditional colour of this wonderful green, which is what this village is renowned for. You can buy it here or in Marrakesh. Tarik got us ready for the desert, because that's where we were heading next to his desert camp. Doesn't Paul look good? I'm not too bad. But before we headed, we had some complimentary tea and biscuits, and Paul got to play with a few knives. Right, we're now desert ready. We've bought some fantastic pottery. Now Tarik's going to escort us to the desert camp, which is very exciting. So we left the shop, hit the road following Tarik, and the scenery was just breathtaking. We turned off the road at one point on this dirt track, which was a little bit sandy but pretty firm, following Tarik's clear direction to this desert camp. Made it to the desert. Loads of sand dunes to explore. Wonderful nomad camp. Excited. A tour around their restaurant and the outdoor area where we're going to have a fire later. The temperature was soaring above 40 degrees. Time for a leg stretch. So it's a good 45 degrees on the thermometer outside the van. And we're just taking a walk through the desert, completely covered up because the sun is so strong. But it's amazing out here. Absolutely love it. Time for a little bit of fun in the heat. That's mum and dad in the distance on top of a sand dune. I spent all my time running down them, as did Paul and Bosun. And Bosun loved the sand, digging away. It's a shame she doesn't like the beach. Only a few little sand dunes here, but they were really fun. Ali then welcomed us with mint tea and some snacks, which was very welcome, and Bosun was super tired out. Later, we went back up on the dunes for sunset, a little bit cooler, so we could have a bit more fun, and loads of people sandboarding, and it was just gorgeous watching the world go by. We then returned for a salad starter, a delicious chicken, potato and vegetable main course, and a wonderful Eton mess type dessert. It was then time to head outside and enjoy the campfire. A really wonderful evening. Here's some photos from the day. It was fantastic being immersed in the sand dunes and really peaceful as well. For those interested, we travelled south from Tamegroute, headed to the dunes just here and picked up the desert camp from here. They welcome camper vans, they provide showers, meals, all the entertainment. Speak to Tarik, cannot recommend it enough. Catch you tomorrow.